Welcome to this introduction to vaporize your fear and pain of rejection in dating and relationships. Just about everyone on the face of the earth fears rejection. Why is that? When we're little, we get told no a lot, and sometimes it hurts. Virtually everyone has experiences of being rejected, and sometimes the pain can stay with us for a long time. We fear that it could happen again. So you might shy away from situations where you might get rejected again. That might be so familiar to you that you don't even realize that you're doing it. It also might seem hard to change such feelings, but it's not, because now we have a whole new set of insights about emotions. Emotions can either be useful or not useful. The useful ones can be things like love, compassion, happiness, but even fear can be useful. If we're standing on the railroad tracks and a train is coming, it's a good thing the body has the innate intelligence to produce the energy of fear and motivate us to get out of the way when there's real danger. But the majority of our emotions are not useful. The not useful emotions are divided into two categories: reactive emotions and incomplete experiences. Reactive emotions are ones that we have in reactions to stories we're making up. Incomplete experiences are emotional pain and traumas that we just haven't been able to process and we still hold on to. I'll be explaining how to eliminate these not useful emotions completely with these new techniques in an upcoming webinar. For now, what's important to understand is that we have two new incredible techniques, one called the C technique for resolving reactive emotions, and another one called the core technique that's for resolving old emotional pain, traumas, all our incomplete experiences. All of these not useful emotions are our emotional baggage. Up till now, it's been difficult to change these patterns. But now there's been a major breakthrough with the development of the new field of human software engineering. With human software engineering, getting rid of the pain and fear of rejection is about as easy as dragging files to the recycle bin. I developed this new field of human software engineering because I needed to heal myself from a very severe trauma. Back in 1993, I went to my front door one night and a deranged stranger was there who pulled out a .44 caliber handgun and proceeded to shoot me in the chest. 44 is a pretty big gun. It's a total miracle that it didn't kill me. Needless to say, I was a bit traumatized by this event, and so I went looking for something with which I could really cure myself of the trauma, not just cope with it. And I was extremely fortunate to discover some amazing new techniques for resolving trauma and anxiety. I completely eliminated my startled response, my nightmares, my flashbacks, completely cured myself of my post-traumatic stress. A few years after this event, I was in a relationship that was really lovely until it suddenly ended. But I was able to use the special techniques that I had developed again and to really fully recover from the heartbreak and rejection. Since then, I've been helping lots of people to recover from emotional pain and fear. It's wonderful to see how happy and content people are when they completely get over the fear and pain of rejection. When we're little, we all get emotionally overwhelmed, a lot, and we respond to that by putting a lid on access to our own natural ability to feel. I've yet to meet anybody who liked it. This is a setup for becoming really lousy at resolving emotional pain. So when we get rejected, we have a tendency to hold the energy of the incomplete, painful experience inside of ourselves. No wonder we don't want to feel rejected again. That would push us up against all that old emotional pain. There are two aspects to every emotion. There's the content, that's the memories and stories about what happened. We all know people who've tried to resolve their emotions by focusing on the content, but that doesn't work very well. In human software engineering, we deal with the energy of the emotion. It's the energy that gives the emotion life. And when the energy's gone, the emotion is gone too. We're all deeply conditioned to go as far away from emotional pain energy as we can get, or to collapse into the pain and be swept away into crying or depression. But these approaches aren't effective. You're still left with your emotional baggage. What if you could learn a whole new way to get rid of your emotional baggage once and for all? Well, now you can. Join me for the upcoming webinar on Vaporize Your Fear and Pain of Rejection. If you've been brokenhearted, if you've been rejected, Or if you had what you thought was a great first date and then he doesn't even call you again. Come to this webinar and learn how to debug your inner human software to wipe pain and fear off your internal hard drive. The techniques that you will learn in this webinar really work. Here's what people are saying about their experience of using these techniques. This is Michelle from California. She says, "When my boyfriend left me, I was devastated. I couldn't get over the heartbreak. I felt so rejected. Then Tom showed me how to really resolve the pain, and I was totally amazed that I didn't feel any pain anymore, and I was ready to move on. Thank you, Tom, from the bottom of my now pain-free heart." And Dave from London says, "After the breakup with my fiancé, I was in such pain I thought I would die. Then a friend introduced me to Tom Stone, and I learned how to resolve this deep pain of feeling rejected. Wow, what a difference. The pain is gone, and I can breathe again." Your fear of rejection might be causing you to avoid situations where you think you can get rejected again. But you might be unconsciously keeping yourself from stepping out there and meeting your perfect partner. This approach is really quite revolutionary, and you won't find it anywhere else. So do something really loving for yourself. Join me for this life-changing webinar and really free yourself from the pain of the past and the fear of rejection and heartbreak. Getting rid of your emotional pain for only $20 is the deal of a lifetime. The techniques that you will learn in this webinar are some of the most precious tools you'll ever learn, and they'll be life skills you'll be able to keep and use throughout the rest of your life. So to register, just click on the link below. You'll be so glad you took this webinar.